Today is Wednesday, October 30th, and as you can see, it was not the best day for me, mostly due to Robinhood's earnings reaction. I understand that missing both revenue and EPS is really bad, but let's be honest, they missed by like 1 cent on EPS, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think revenue missed by like 20 million. And they're still seeing some very impressive growth in revenue, even with this 20 million miss. So I'm not exactly panicking over this. But once again, in the short term, it does seem like I got another thing wrong, the first thing being TLT. And now, short term wise, it seems like my price target of Robinhood at 33 is unachievable. But I still think Robinhood will get to 33 eventually. I just don't know when. That's just like the price target that I have for myself in my head. But yeah, I'm not exactly panicking over this Robinhood initial reaction. And I somewhat expected this, even though I didn't exactly bet on it. Like I didn't outright short Robinhood before earnings, and I didn't want to. But I somewhat expected this because after seeing PayPal and SoFi go down huge after they reported earnings, and SoFi, I think, regained all of its losses here today, which was very unexpected, but a pleasant surprise. But after seeing PayPal and SoFi, I kind of had a feeling that Robinhood was going to have a bad reaction. It is what it is. I'm down like, $3,000 on Robinhood today. So it's whatever. I'm still up huge, and I'm still a long-term shareholder. And I still think the company is going to grow tremendously, especially if they actually roll out all the features that they've been announcing. Speaking of features, most of you guys probably have noticed that they did roll out the event contract for the U.S. presidential election. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be participating in this or whatever, but I do think it looks very clean. I really wish it wasn't on the homepage. I wish that it would show up on the homepage if I had actually participated in it, and just have it as like its separate widget of like futures, etc. But I'm sure they'll improve the interface, and for now they're just kind of testing this. Basically, I fully expect Robinhood to continue rolling out features and continue improving the app. I just don't know when. And speaking of not knowing when they're going to roll out all these new features, I actually think that if they had rolled out most of the features that they announced a lot earlier in this quarter, we probably would have seen that double beat. For example, imagine if they had actually rolled out tax lots, futures, index options. I believe they also announced currency futures, like currency trading. Imagine if they had actually rolled all that out during this quarter that they reported. Don't you guys think that if they had actually rolled out all these features during this quarter that they reported, that we would have seen that double beat in the revenue and EPS? Because one of the things that sophisticated traders really want, especially very high net worth people that have to actually worry about their taxes, is tax lots. And one of the reasons why people stick around with old brokerages is because they have access to those tax lots. And of course, if they had rolled out index options, futures, all of those cool toys that they had announced, and a customizable home screen, of course, I would imagine that they would have beaten both sales and EPS. But I'm guessing that they are still working out all the kinks, and they're trying to make it as good as possible before rolling it out. Because if they had rushed all these features out during this past quarter, let's be honest, there would have been a couple bugs and glitches here and there. And then instead of those features going viral on the internet, it would have been those bugs and glitches that people are clowning over. Like those are the things that would have gone viral on X or TikTok, whatever, YouTube. And so even though I cannot wait for all these new features to come out, I somewhat understand why they're taking so long.